So the Sky Blues have just announced Marcel Hilßner. I think that's how you say his name. It's got one of them really weird B's that are actually an S in German. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. I've never learned German, but I think I'm right. He signed for the Sky Blues from SC Paderborn from the Bundesliga. If you know anything about FIFA, you know they're the ones that is just really difficult to complete the SBC. You're paying like 3k for a bronze player, and if you don't play FIFA, you're thinking, what are you on about? Looking at this new player that we've brought in, he's obviously played for the German youth setup from under 16 to under 19. He's played to the likes of Werder Bremen as well, who are quite a big club in the Bundesliga. He's 25 years old. He's an attacking-minded winger. He stands at 1.83 metres, which is very, very tall. We're expecting quite a tall player. Not exactly Peter Crouch level, but, you know, probably good at winning the ball in the air, very attacking-minded and creative. Basically, 2 times the size of Jody Jones, similar attributes. Looking at this player's record, though, I mean, I don't want to knock a new player down too much. He has not scored a goal in 2020. He's not even played a game in 2020. He's scored 6 goals in the past 4 years as an attacking winger. All them goals playing for Hansa Rostock in the 2017 to the 2019 season. From 2013 to 2016, he was at Werder Bremen, scoring 19 goals in 79 games for the second team. He also made an appearance for the first team. So obviously they saw something in him. Paderborn obviously saw something in him to bring him from Hansa Rostock. But then he hasn't played a game. So it is very, very weird to see a player that, you know, hasn't really been able to perform, hasn't been able to get a chance at all. They put him out on loan and he hasn't had a game. So maybe this is his chance. He's had nearly a year without playing a professional game, which is awful. And, you know, a player with such potential, he's 25, he should be at the prime of his career, and this is a brilliant chance to bring him to Coventry City. Now, I know we don't have any other fellow German players. I know we have a few internationals like Brazilians and French players, and I think it's great. We have that mix now. We've got a few Scottish players, Dominic Hyam, Michael Rowe. I don't know how Dominic Hyam's Scottish, by the way. I swear he grew up in London. Anyway, and then obviously the likes of Jordan Shipley, who is Irish, even though I'm pretty sure he grew up in Leamington. But we'll look at it this way. We've got a lot of homegrown talent, and then we've got a lot of players from abroad, which are brilliant. I mean, from the 4 signings that we made, only one of them is from the UK and one of them is Callum O'Hare. So we're bringing that mix to the squad, which is brilliant to see. A bit more investment from the owners. And for some reason, people think that I love the owners now. I'm just staying neutral from now on with the owners. And this isn't me saying that they haven't messed us over in the past. But at the same time, you have to look, they are investing at the moment. If they can get a Rico deal done, I think that'll be absolutely brilliant for the 2020-2021 season. That is a mouthful. Also, quickly while we have a look at this. So obviously when we sign a new player, I do a little bit of research, as you can see, just to see some stats. Because, you know, I don't really know too much about him. And he now plays for the mighty Sky Blues. Now, as a winger, I think he's going to have a lot of competition in the squad. Obviously, like I said in my previous video, Jody Jones is getting back to full training now, and he's going to be, you know, very determined to get into that first team. Every player in any team wants to be a Prem player. It's always that. No one ever wants to settle for, you know, a championship career, no disrespect. And all the players will want to go on to play in the Premier League, whether that's taking Coventry to the Premier League in the not so near future, or maybe moving elsewhere. But, you know, players aren't really going to be looking for that next big move. And you look at a player like Jody Jones, we got him from Dagenham and Redbridge. He's played for likes of different big academies, and, you know, he was one of them players that looked really, really promising. And he looked like he was going to just make that big move, what Sam McCallum has done. I mean, how would you call Norwich a big move? Yes, they're going to be playing in the exact same league as Coventry next season. He probably could have got a better move if he just stayed at Coventry for a few years. But anyway, enough of that. That's his agent, most likely. Then we've got James Maddison, who obviously left the Sky Blues the season before we were relegated. And we've had players as well coming on loan over, you know, so many years. Kieran Westwood, who played in the Premier League for a couple of years. Jordan Henderson, who is now a Champions League and Premier League winner. Obviously, he was only here on loan. Kasper Schmeichel, another Premier League winner. And then the likes of Jacob Murphy, the likes of Ryan Kent, the likes of Adam Armstrong. Obviously, like, we've had like Joe Cole as well, but like, you know, his career was done and dusted by the time he joined us. But you know, look at all these, you know, players that have moved on to bigger things. And I think that's what I like about the team now. We're bringing in players who have that ambition to play at a higher level, and they're staying here. We're not selling them, and maybe they're seeing Coventry as a good move, you know, to progress not only as a player but just their career in general. I mean, Fankity Dabo, for example. You know, I mean, no disrespect to him, but that move to Coventry was a lot bigger than, say, a move elsewhere. He was obviously playing in the second tier in Holland, and you know, no disrespect to that club. Obviously, you know, getting promoted to the Eredivisie is massive, but you know, that helped him progress as a player, and now he's going to look at that as he could potentially be a Prem player in the future. And a 25-year-old German in his prime, I mean, this could be brilliant for him. He could revive his career. Obviously, he's had decent form in like the past 39 games he's played. He scored 6 goals, but then he's not played for so long. I don't want to sit here and say not played for so long is negative. We've obviously seen Jody Jones, Wesley Jabello, when he comes back from injury, is also going to have that same problem. And then Gervain Castanier as well, a player that has not really been able to push on. He came on against Portsmouth, did that sliding tackle, played against Watford, and you know, we didn't really see him after that really. And you know, he's one of them players that is very disappointing at this point. But he could again fight Marcel Hilßner, or not literally fight him, but you know, have that healthy competition in the squad. For a winger, we do have 4 or 5 wingers, and we don't even play with wingers. We played wing backs for the whole of last season with Sam McCallum and Fankity Dabo. So I don't know whether we're going to revert to 4 at the back next season. Is that the best thing to do? I don't know. It's a different league, but it's a more competitive league. Wolves were very successful in the Championship playing 5 at the back. But I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. Maybe we'll sign a few more defenders. I really don't know. But it's an interesting one. This came out of nowhere, Marcel Hilßner. If you like this video, please do drop a like. It's massively, massively appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.